And a good morning and hey, howdy, hey to all you cowpokes out there. Well, when the sun rises, it has a way of making everything better, and you know that the possibilities of the day are endless.
And you are only required to want enough, be willing to
come on,
I
didn't mean it when I said it.
And it will be yours.
I'm so sorry, Tokwe. I initially said that she had a bit too much energy each time she came on air.
I have no energy.
Come on.
Nope.
I'm joking.
Nope.
We'll go to our other hosts who might have more energy than she does. Hey, Mike and MM, how you guys doing?
There's no energy on ground. Everywhere's dry like desert.
What's that?
There's no energy on ground.
Black Camaro.
There's no energy on ground today.
Oh, wow, that was my hearing.
See what your energy has done.
Okay.
How are you
There's no
guys
energy
doing?
on ground.
We're good, we're good.
Yeah, how you guys doing? Thursday morning. Hey, come on. We're getting to the eve of the weekend. What's your plan for this weekend?
Well, hey, we'll decide on Friday.
I have a lot of turn-ups to do this weekend. So much turn-up to do. Yes, and I'm back with my energy. Mazino can't stop my shine. Now, we know we make your mornings that much better by what you may know that we are the cherry on top of the cake. Yes.
Indeed, yes, because you are the proverbial wind beneath our sails, and we get to do what we do just because of you guys. And now, this beautiful Thursday morning, we get to spend another hour and 45 minutes with you.
Yes, but first, we will say a very good morning to you. Prepare yourself for a beautiful experience on the biggest breakfast show on this side of the world.
Yes, indeed, I hear you guys. Now, you have spoken, Tokwe, so let's let you guys know the absolute truth. We absolutely welcome your comments on our social media handles. So we are at TVC Connect. Remember to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. Please, everybody, one and all, please do so. My name is Mazino Appeal.
And I am Tokwe Olowonio. Now remember, you can also stream this show live. You're going to have to leave your house. Yes, so you can take us with you. TVCentertainment.tv. And we are also on Facebook. Just go to the search column, type TVC Connect, and we are live with you. On YouTube as well, we are available for you to stream all the episodes that you've missed, your favorite segments. Everything is there for your viewing pleasure. TVC Entertainment.
Yes, indeed. Now, let's get things going today by displaying the splendid works of Lasisi Babatunde Damilare, who's going to be joining us. He is a visual artist and a pioneering member of Arts in Medicine Fellowship. His works are an exploration and synergy of materials that he uses to address various societal issues.
And then we move on to another form of art, abbreviation in the form of a book chat. The book of the week is The Real Hustle, The True Code to Creating Wealth from Nothing by Frederick Lawanson, a professional salesman, author, trainer, and entrepreneur. And we will be bringing more on branding with Ayodoyu Akifewa, a brand and marketing communications. And of course, our last guest for this morning is actor, TV host, model, all-round entertainer, Linda Osifo.
Yes, indeed. Welcome. It's a Thursday and
so
the Mazino Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Say something, please.
Chelsea fans, all of you today.
Yes.
So they started 2 Chelsea fans in this place. I'm from Nigeria. People have started joining her just because you won. They came late. People are just doing. Chelsea fans, people should not turn Lagos to a battleground. Just qualify for the finals yesterday. Till 1 a.m., there was noise everywhere.
So did you get any alert in your accounts? Everybody, I'm asking everybody out there who is celebrating. Did they send you guys alerts or something like that?
I used to asking that kind of question.
It's a happiness that
How much alert do they send when you're entering back to drive?
No, that's a thing.
Where your kind of
passion.
That's a hobby.
No, but that's
football is what?
But when your team wins, it's
what?
a happiness that cannot be
See this what? He said that's a hobby. Football is a distraction.
When I saw the games, Chelsea, Real Madrid, I was just like, never, ever. And then they won. I'm just like,
well, yeah, kudos to all Chelsea fans. It was a wonderful match yesterday. Obliterated Real Madrid. Well done, guys. Well done.
Something else I wanted to touch on this morning real quick.
That even though Mike didn't want to talk about it, but we will talk about it.
No, you talk about it.
No, we did actually. The fact that we've been having some very, very interesting conversations, you and I, about whether dating is the same thing as courtship. I think this is going to extend the entire show because it's not a topic that we can talk about and actually reach a conclusion.
It's very simple.
Right now.
It's semantics.
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 What is the difference?
What you mean? Well, for somebody date and court, it's just meanings. Semantics.
No, it's not semantics. That's the thing. I think it's the Nigerian culture that has made us actually not know the process to these things.
And it's okay, because you know why I say so? I mean, that something means something somewhere else and means something in another place. It's valid. That's why I said semantics.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Is it the same thing, dating, courtship?
Dating and courtship are not the same.
As in, my dear.
So,
Courting is courting towards marriage. At that point in your relationship, it's defined what you both
Very
are
defined.
doing. But
Very
dating,
defined.
you could be double dating at that point.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
I have many questions I want to put towards you, to you guys.
all right, so we'll continue the conversation. then
Yes, we
later.
will.
Let's do the weather. Then the news is Wake Up Nigeria. And you're welcome back. So, top of the hour, it's time for us to do the news. You're welcome. My name is Mazino Appeal. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has cautioned the federal government to stop paying ransom to kidnappers and bandits, saying that this encourages criminals who engage in the dastardly act. The former president said this in Abeokuta while receiving members of the TIV professionals group at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library. Now, he said, quote, "Some people are still reaching out and hoping that lives can still be saved. But a situation whereby anybody thinks paying the ransom is the way out, that person is folly. He is a folly. This is because when you pay the ransom, you encourage it." He noted that the government must develop means to deal with kidnappers and bandits heavily in place of a ransom payment. He specifically noted that President Muhammadu Buhari's government and that of his predecessor, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, had paid ransom to kidnappers and bandits, but denied it. The former president equally insisted that it requires a carrot-and-stick approach to fight insecurity challenges to a standstill. Now, while some were breathing the air of freedom in Kaduna, others were being whisked away into captivity in Ogun State. 4 persons believed to be travelers were abducted by gunmen in Olubo village in Abeokuta North local government area of the state. Those kidnapped were said to be returning from Ilara Market in Imeko-Afon area of the state, where gunmen armed with AK-47 rifles and machetes abducted the driver and 3 women who were selected randomly among the passengers. Confirming the incident, the police public relations officer said efforts are on to help release the captives. The kidnappers are yet to contact the victims' family members for ransom. Now to Enugu State, where the spiritual head of Adoration Ministry Enugu, Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has admonished his supporters to remain calm, that he is free and safe. Protesters converged on the residence of the Catholic Bishop of Enugu, Callistus Onaga, earlier yesterday when the fiery priest was reported to be missing, forcing the DSS and the police to deny having him in custody. Hours after, Reverend Father Mbaka resurfaced and spoke to his supporters. He was not categorical on whether he was arrested or not, but said he was only invited by the bishop. Reverend Father Mbaka told his audience that he is being persecuted for speaking the truth to power. Now, the priest has been in the news recently for demanding the President Buhari that he find an end to the growing insecurity in the country or resign. The presidency described him as a contractor, crying because of rejection. And now, over 1,000 women dressed in black outfits on yesterday took to the streets of Uyo, Akwa Ibom State in a protest march demanding justice for the slain Iniobong Umoren, who was raped and killed by a fake job recruiter. The protesters were led by the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Special Development, Ini Adiakpan, and other women in the state executive cabinet, several women groups, including the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, International Federation of Women Lawyers, and the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria participated in the march through major roads in Uyo, the state capital. Speaking while receiving the protesting women at a road intersection close to the government house, Uyo, the wife of the state governor, Martha Emanuel, said the society should put a stop to sexual violence against women. The Women Affairs Commissioner, Mrs. Adiakpan, said they were marching in the streets of Uyo demanding justice for Ms. Umoren and other women who were victims of rape and gender-based violence.
Welcome back. Now it is time for us to take a look at the headlines in the papers this morning, and we are starting off with the Punch. Boko Haram attack plot on National Assembly VIP locations causes scare. Reps committee chair notifies legislators of police warning indicating terror attack. Lawmakers adjust movements to enter exit complex through presidential villa. Now, a photo story showing Akwa Ibom governor's wife leading protests over slain job seekers. The whole spread of photo stories here is on the protest. El Rufai receives 27 freed Kaduna College students, 2 still missing. Ogun residents protest as gunmen abduct driver, 3 passengers, and Boko Haram killed 5 soldiers, 25 others in Borno attacks. Southern governors meet scheduled Delta summit over insecurity. Revenge-seeking cultists attack OPC men in Ondo. 6 were killed. Division emerges in APC as Adeyeye attacks Fayemi over members' suspicion. And that's all we can take in the covers of the paper this morning. You might want to grab a copy of your favorite newspaper to stay informed on all that is happening in the country. We're going on the break. We have fact-finding and so much more on Wake Up Nigeria. Fitness.
Woohoo!
Yep.
Picked up something there. This is my happy hour. I saw that behind.
This is my happy place.
Of everything they were showing you is the background you're looking at, Mike. You're not
No, but I saw what he was doing. And all.
He was hold it, put it to your chest, raise it, and Uncle say, this is my happy hour.
Happy hour, Jimmy hour. What are people saying now?
Well, I say you did not pay attention to the actual workout.
Who's doing this too safe today?
In any case, Mike has a very interesting topic that I want to talk about today on What's Up and About.
Bank charges, but bank
issues
and network lately. So yesterday I was with one of our producers. After the show, I had to rush up to a bank because I wanted to get there early, and the place was very full. And there were a number of people who had exactly the same issue, this particular bank. And they were calm. But later in the evening, there's this video of a woman who tore down a branch of a bank somewhere on the island because 58K was missing from her account. In fact, okay, she had 58K and came there and saw 0 in the account and she couldn't withdraw. And she wanted to tear down the place. You understand? So it so happens that over the past 4 or 5 weeks, almost everybody I know has had an issue when it comes to transferring and funds not being returned.
I can tell you why exactly.
And all of that.
Our banking has become very integrated with our networking, our communication, our telephones. So banks have to actually rely on some of these features that your local networks, your service providers have. And for the past 5 weeks, service providers, when it comes to telecommunications, have been absolutely, I can't say the word, they have been really bad. I can't even use internet on my phone while at home. I have to use a totally different provider. So all of this are what is coming together to give you the mayhem that's going on right now. In the papers 2 days ago, they actually noted that telecoms are experiencing some bad situations. They're losing revenue. They're unable to keep networks and stuff like that. So that is the main issue that's going on right now.
Last week, I got a message from a service provider, and they were saying how if you want to recharge your data, please recharge now. Because in the next 2 days, you would not be able to recharge for the next 4 days.
Wow.
And I'm just like, okay, my data is okay now, but it probably would get exhausted in the next 2 days. So what happens in the next 2 days? Like,
you top it up.
How do you top it up? How do you top up for the future? You get, because when you top it up, the one that you have left will go. And then, yes, now, because the rollover...
So it starts counting for another 7 days or 14 days.
But there's a rollover. There should be rollover.
There's not always rollover.
Not always.
There's not always a rollover.
Except if in this situation, they actually telling you that there will be a rollover.
But there's not always a rollover.
So the advice I will give, which I did for a while and I tried to work, is that if you're going to do a transfer, make sure it's within the same bank. Yeah.
Well,
and if you're going to even withdraw from the ATM, do your best possible to go to your bank and withdraw from their ATM. That's the point. To help yourself, because what has been happening? Like I transferred a particular amount of money, and I didn't go, and then he left my list, and then it has not entered the other person's phone.
Okay, I heard you having a conversation with someone, trying to convince the person that the absence is not the absence.
It's an issue.
I believe
big one.
Okay, go.
I believe that technology keeps evolving, and we keep advancing in this age and space. Well, one would expect that we should. And the banking sector, which is at the forefront of attending to people's needs in terms of, finances and all of that, should be able to, meet up in that tech space to deliver in regards to some of these.
Let's not even rule out the fact that they're a bank. I feel because you go to the bank sometimes, they tell you network. I think our internet service providers need to be stronger.
I have a solution.
That's why I said
save your money at home.
No, don't save your money at home. Banks had to embrace a certain form of media to be able to put out their advertising because they did not trust regular media. Now, the only solution is banks have to now own networks.
Yes. And that's true.
Yes.
You see, that's true. That's number one. And then when it comes to feedback or when it comes to response to customer complaints, they have a big problem.
How?
You send a message and it's hanging for like 3-4 days. And they have somebody who's managing that social media account who should at least be a staff of the bank or somebody who can get connected to somebody there. At least if you are not giving, if the service has issues, learn to assure customers that, okay, hey, it's going to be cool. There's this particular network that what they do, you don't even have to ask them. What their handler does is that they search for wherever their name is mentioned. So if you just mention their name, even without asking them, they're responding to you.
Yeah, but
what's
Mike,
the problem?
That's what happens where you have a human in charge of that. Because the human flow is inevitable in those kind of situations.
No, this is not.
So when
this
you
is
have when you have a human that is, handling the social media account, there's room for errors.
No, this is not about error. This is institutional decadence.
Now, this is it, Mike. Let me tell you something.
Institutional decadence. That's what I'm saying here.
Institutional decadence and all of that. The fact is, there's not enough manpower for these institutions to actually put out that kind of service. Let me let you know. The amount of customers that these guys have are vast. In other countries, what they do is outsource customer care.
They outsource customer care here.
Other countries with huge populations, we have a problem. You know why? We actually have that population, but we don't use it.
But we don't. I mean, come on. Look, the point now to save yourself. Go to your own bank, transfer within banks. If you're going to do serious money, go and get the cash. Because you made mention of some money, serious money that you have to transfer twice. Did you get it back?
I got it back. No. We made an arrangement. It was very bad. But in any case, we're sure that you have had these issues yourself. Maybe you might want to share with us what you experienced. Do so. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. We might even comment on that one. So, hey, just do so. Wake Up Nigeria, do stay tuned. We got plenty coming your way.
Okay, now we're getting ready. Today I want to show myself. I've got Chef Ashabi in the kitchen. Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Good morning. You're welcome.
Thank you.
This morning we are doing, what are we cooking?
Ayamashi.
AKA?
Ofada sauce.
Hey, let's go there. They know Ofada. We're not buying Ofada this morning, yeah? Okay, so let's get straight to what we're working with. Let's get our ingredients. This towel, eh? Wow, okay. What do we have here? Let's go.
We have the meat and pomo. Assorted meat.
Assorted?
Yeah.
This is really assorted?
Yeah.
Can you break down this assorted? This is...
we have the shaki.
This is...
Abodi.
Abodi. Is that liver or kidney?
Yeah, liver.
Hey, liver. Yeah.
Pomo and the meat.
All this one that's like flour like this.
Yeah.
From this thing. I hope you're... Wonderful. Okay. Well, this egg, are you sure it's going to be complete by the time we are done? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 5 eggs here, so that in case you want to count it later. Right? And then this, what's this?
The locust beans.
Locust beans, iru.
Yeah.
Exactly, iru. All right, and then this?
Then the omrai pepper.
Okay. It looks like garden egg sauce or somehow.
No,
it looks like it, all right? And then this?
The palm oil. Already bleached palm oil.
It's already bleached palm
Yeah.
oil. Okay, so you're going to give your... I know people have their different takes when they come to the ayamashi sauce or the ofada sauce. And I know you're going to give us your own special different takes. So that's it. Those are the ingredients that we have. You probably would see them quite soon on your screen. So if you're going to do your own, you're going to put all of this. We're going to get back down to here to show you how everything goes down. Mazino, of course, is on standby with our art display. Mazino, I know you definitely you are allergic to ofada sauce and all of that. I know you don't like the pepper, so...
I don't understand how do you know me like so? We've not had these conversations before.
I got the information. Don't worry, I got the information. You're allergic to it, so just focus now. Focus on that.
In any case, it's no problem at all. Let's do art display. And for today, we have a very interesting young man here. Now he's got splendid works, and we're going to be looking at the works of Lasisi Babatunde Damilare, who is a visual artist and a pioneering member of Arts in Medicine Fellowship. His works are an exploration and synergy of materials that he uses to address various societal issues. Let us say good morning to Damilare. You are welcome, man.
Yeah, good morning.
First off, let me say that your art pieces are very, very different from the regular stuff that I know art to be. They are huge, but for such a tiny person, I don't know why you choose to have these huge canvases. But tell us about your art form, your art, your expressions, and all of that. First off, let's get to know that.
My art form, I'm a figurative painter, so, and the way I do this was I had to just use it to express myself and all, and just.
When you say figurative, what do you mean exactly?
Yeah, so that means it has to do with figures, drawing human figures and all. Yeah.
All right, the human form, I can see that is expressed in all, if not, most of
really
all
prominent.
of your work. But I also noticed something very interesting about the characters that you draw. The figures are not proportional to or disproportionate to what you regularly know. Their heads are tiny, the frames are huge, and even the painting itself, the canvas, are humongous. So what informs this kind of art?
Yeah, what inspired me was the fact that I want to challenge myself first with the canvas, so I started with doing bigger sizes. So when it now comes to the work, so I got inspired when some of my friends were saying, okay, this one was humiliating me, this one was telling me, body shaming me, and also I was
okay.
Yeah, so I said, okay, I need to address this, and I had to use my art as a form of.
So you were bullied at some point when you say body shaming.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And this has inspired you to put out these kinds of artwork. I can see that actually in your displays. Now let's talk about the one behind you. Now that's of a man standing next to a Volkswagen, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. What exactly is it?
So it's a typical African man, just a normal, regular guy who needs to do what he has to do, and checking the time. So it was like time no day. So
time no day.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that what that's called? Time no day.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. There's also this one here. It is huge. You seem to like this car a lot. Is there a reason behind it? It's in two of your expressions.
Yeah.
Well, your dad used to have one back in the day.
No,
and then
I dream of having one as a kid.
This is really old. So, okay, but yeah, tell us about this one.
So the B2 car, so there's one of my neighbor while I was a kid, so the man has a B2 car, and so the car was just parked there for like years, and I was like, I must have this car. I don't know why this man parked it here, but I think I like this and all. So we'll go into the car, we'll drive, and also that was what actually going back, so I had to go back and then.
So there's a lot of your childhood and your experiences in these expressions.
In my work, yeah.
So is that sending a message to people as well when you talk about what you experienced as a kid with that car in your memory and the bullying instance that you perhaps went through while you were a kid? Is it passing a message when you put these art forms to canvas?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there is this lady by a library, I should think. What is it about exactly? Oh, by the way, what can I can see some sort of newspaper type thing. Is that paint, or is it, there's some sort of texture to the painting?
Yeah.
To all of them actually. So what is it? Is it oil?
No, it's not oil. I use newsprint and I use tissues.
Oh, newsprint and tissue
textures,
paper. Yeah. Okay, so tell us about this one. What is it called?
That's choice.
Choice.
Yeah. So I realized that in life that we have to make some certain choice, no matter what. Because so I use the book as a
medium
of expression and showing that okay, we have so many things wrapped up in the book. We have so many secrets, and it's our choice to choose. What we want.
Okay. We're going to come back and talk about this very traditional Yoruba lady here. I can see there written Arewa. That's it, from the Arewa Weekly newspaper. But now I want to talk first off before going there. What from the commercial angle of your painting, is it something that you find that a lot of people want to buy, want to acquire?
Yes.
Do they ask you to put? Do they give you some of their ideas that they want you to translate into paintings as well?
Yes,
how's that going?
yes. I've actually got so many ideas, and people have commissioned me to do works for them, and I've done for my friends and some collectors and all. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Good collectors. Are you looking to also export these? Do you have any medium by which you can export your paintings outside of the country?
Yeah, my works are outside and in Nigeria. So.
Tell me about the ones outside. To whom did you have these works done for?
I don't know. So people collect my work actually, so I can't really say. And I did my solo exhibition last year.
Oh, okay. So you have had an exhibition already.
I have like several exhibitions.
What's the response from people who see your painting?
Great.
Nice.
Like it has really been encouraging because I've never ever expected such.
Okay.
It was kind of tough when I wanted to start, and so I just thank God that I'm where I am right now.
Good. Real quick, we have two other paintings. One of what seems to be a marketplace. I'm not too sure, but then again, there's the beetle car there again, Damilari, and then the one of very interesting one of this man and the woman in some sort of courtship, all entangled in each other. I want you to tell us about that one. Is it your experience? Do you find yourself entangled in anybody? Any relationship, dating anyone?
Yes.
Is that you?
That's not me.
So tell us about it.
So it's just an expression of anybody. That's just it. So it's
anybody in a relationship.
Yeah, it's one of the things we go through no matter what. So I see. I titled it soulmates because.
Soulmate.
Yeah,
Nice.
at some point in our life, we just need somebody to lean on. We need somebody to hang on, and we need somebody to just hold on to.
Who is that person for you?
I have one.
Yeah, she's watching right now. You can't just better mention her name so that she knows that she's the only one.
Yeah, she knows she's the only one.
You didn't mention any name.
Onyechi, yeah.
Thank you, Onyechi. Now, finally, let's talk about this. I don't know, but out of everything that we have here today, this resonates with me more. I can't exactly put my finger to exactly why that is so. But first off, tell me what exactly inspired this, who it is, and, you know, the name of the piece.
The name of the piece is Awelewa.
Awelewa. What does it mean?
Awelewa is someone who is beautiful.
Ah.
Yeah. So.
Is it inspired by anybody you know?
No, it's just. I think it was inspired by the beautiful ladies.
Well, because it has this Yoruba essence about it.
Yeah.
This old Yoruba essence. So I've been around most of the Yoruba states in Nigeria, and I find out that one thing that is very, very typical in their history is this form of dressing.
Yeah.
And when you see pictures from the old days, you always find very beautiful Yoruba ladies all dressed like this. So that is why this actually resonates with me. I think it's the most beautiful piece. I think they're all beautiful, but this one, especially for me, is the one that I would take home if you were going to give it to me for free.
Okay.
I guess you're not going to do that. But Damilari, thank you very much for being with us today. I really appreciate the fact that you were able to bring these big pieces of artwork, and would love to see more of your work. Maybe the next time you have an exhibition.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, indeed. And it's a pleasure that you guys are actually out there watching. Do stay tuned. It's Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mazino. We'll be right back.
So that's it. We're making some progress here. You're back in the kitchen. It's great to have you. And of course, Chef Ashabi is here, and we are putting together ayamashi, right? Okay, so how long do we, that's something that maybe when I try, how long should one boil the oil before you know it's okay? Or?
Till it's like granite oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's no time for just till it's probably white and all of that. Okay. So we had already done that before and it's already ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go. How do we?
So the first thing
this goes in first. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's it. So I know some people have allergies for Eru and all of that. So maybe there are some people that do it. We can do without this. Can you?
Can do it without this.
Yeah, okay.
Some can put onions.
Okay. All right. Okay. Whatever might be okay for you. Okay. So that's the first one I go. Was this prepared before now or it's raw?
It's raw.
It's raw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no need for pre-preparation or all of that. Okay. How long would this?
Fry it for
how long would that fry for?
Maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes, depending on you.
Okay, and this also was not prepared before now?
No, it was prepared, yes.
Oh, it was
yeah.
All right, but just boiled, not fried, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so, and then, okay, we already have this sauce. This one was just already cut, blended and all of that, and kept together and all. Okay, so which, we're putting that in. That has all the pepper that we need, right?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. Let that go in. Okay. Nice. Now that is actually the base. That's actually the main thing, the base for the ofada sauce, right?
Sauce, yes.
Wonderful. So how is it that some of that there's some that are green and then there's some that are red? What happens?
It depends on you. For me, I think the bleached palm oil is the fata itself, is the sauce itself.
So that's so your own would be green at the end.
You can hear the smell from the bleached palm oil already.
Definitely.
So I feel like if you're using the red pepper, the green pepper, it's up to you.
Okay, so that colorization is because of the pepper that's being used?
Yes.
Either green or red, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so this will go on for a while. We'll still get back to see what we're doing. Yeah. We'll get to where this will go in.
Yeah, I like to put my egg first so that it should...
It will soak inside. Wonderful. So is that going in now?
Yes.
All right. That goes in so that the egg would take in enough. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So it will take in all the...
Wonderful. This is soaked egg.
Yeah.
This is soaked egg. All right. Okay, so while this is going on, we'll get to see how it turns out, but it's time for our book chat.
Thank you very much, Mike. Now it's time to move on to another form of art appreciation in the form of a book chat, yes. And our book for the week is The Real Hustle, The True Code to Creating Wealth from Nothing by Frederick Lowenson, a professional salesman, author, trainer, and entrepreneur. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
All right. Let's get right to it. In your book, you uncovered a lot of deep revelations, in your work with God, and the impact it will have on your self-discovery, your journey to self-discovery. And here you also talked about how you studied banking and finance and how, what was most important to you, what helped you to really, delve into, who you are right now was your journey in your work with God. So talk to us about that.
After the whole experience, I come to the realization that just like the Bible says that all things work together for good.
Yes.
So there has actually been a process. So whether there are, in quote, good process, bad process, or experiences, everything over time has helped to shape me to become who I am today. But the particular event that actually triggered me,
the inspiration behind the book,
writing this book was I came to a point in my finances where I was at rock bottom. I made an investment where I believed that within a very short period I will be able to make some good returns, and I put in all I had. But unfortunately, somewhere along the line, I sort of like lost everything. So that got me in a very, very low state, depressed and all that. So maybe, I guess it must have been the Christian orientation. I had to start asking some very, very important questions.
Okay, so let's delve right into the book then. I mean, you shared a bit of that story that you just told now here in your book. Two sides of a coin.
Yes.
In this chapter, you talked about, God the Father, the tripartite, and, the need and the spirit, body, the soul, and that was quite a lot of revelation. Please expatiate more on this chapter.
From revelation, my personal revelation, and also with research, come to find out that just like the Bible said, that humans are actually the image of God. God is actually tripartite. We have God the Father, God the Son, which is Jesus Christ, and we also have the Holy Spirit. Yes. Same way God is like man as well. We have the body, which houses your soul and your spirit, and there is a continuous interplay. There is also a flow of energy that actually comes in between those dimensions, that tends to affect the immediate environment, also affect you as a person, and everything that concerns you.
So quickly, let's just go right into how this impacts on one's journey to self-awareness, which you highlighted here in this book as well.
Okay. Every element that makes up the human being is important. But you find out that the soul in itself, it's like the connector The human flesh, based on research and my understanding, cannot, the way it's made up, cannot actually communicate with the spiritual realm. The spiritual realm also, the way it transmits information cannot be decoded by the body, okay? That's the flesh. It takes the soul that connects the two for them to be able to have an effective flow of communication. So when the soul is not properly prepared for receiving signals from the spiritual realm, it does not reflect properly, and the body itself, that is your five senses, does not capture or is not able to decode what information that you're getting from the spiritual realm. So the important thing is you need to equip your soul to be able to receive the information from the spiritual realm and be able to translate or decode it to your senses in a language that you understand.
That's a lot to chew. I'm not going to lie at all. Now, quickly, creating wealth from nothing.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay. I haven't done my research. I found out that sincerely, we are truly the image of God. God revealed that to us in Genesis. If you read the first chapter, it was actually talking about how God created the whole world from nothing. Yeah. It says that in the beginning, the world was without form and there was chaos. But the Spirit of God hovered upon, and before you know it, God said. That is the process that each and every one of us has to take to create things. You know, so you can start from wherever you are, understand the process, and apply.
Okay, fantastic. Like I said here, there are a lot of revelations in this book, so let's just go right into rest. Okay. Yes, where you broke it down to revelation, exercise, sowing, and testimonies.
Yes.
Tell us more on, what inspired that.
Okay. The inspiration was actually gotten from Matthew chapter 11 from verse 28 to 30, where Jesus was saying that we should come unto him, those that labor and are heavy laden, and he will give us rest. You know, it just got me thinking that why would someone that should be working, hustling in quotes, be thinking of rest, So that gave me some kind of feeling that there must be something more to this. And when you now read the end of the verse, it says that my yoke is light and my burden. My yoke is easy and my burden is light, So I just got it, and with the help of the Holy Spirit, I was able to decode it, and I came to find out that this is actually a process. And the process is you start from revelation. Things are revealed to you from the spiritual realm. You don't really know everything about yourself as regards to your areas of strength. And as a human being, the power that is inherent in you, what you can do. Until your Creator reveals the power he has given you to you, you wouldn't know, and you can't actually use it for your own benefit or to bless the world. So there has to be a revelation. And when the revelation comes, there are spiritual exercises that you need to apply to actually bring to birthing that revelation. Because revelation is actually in the spiritual realm. You have to make it now material. Wow.
Like I said earlier on, this book is quite it's a really, really deep read. Anyone who's, really seeking to, discover oneself through, revelations should definitely read this book, because it actually uncovers a lot of things. Thank you so much, Frederick Lawanson.
Thank you very much.
For this inspiration, and there's still so much more on the show, guys. Stay with us.
Welcome back. A beautiful new hour is about to kick off, and it is all for you.
Yes, indeed. You are welcome to Toy Story. My name is Woody, and this is Little Bo Peep. No, I'm joking.
No.
Now, we are energized just by the sheer amount of good stuff that's already happened on the show from the first 1 hour. But we are even more pumped up by what is about to come.
In other words, things are about to get even better. Welcome if you just joined us, but please note that Wake Up Nigeria actually starts at 7 a.m. every single weekday.
Yes, you are an hour late,
Yeah.
but not too late because we still have 1 hour for you.
Yeah.
Now, the idea is for us to be in your homes with you, even as you set about going on your daily activities. We love it every time that you allow us to do so. And hey, please, we beg that you continue to let us do so.
Yes, now do tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is where they want to be every morning. Something amazing happens here without any
Well,
doubt.
nothing. Yeah. In any case, what's happening inside of the kitchen? Would like to know. There's plenty of great aroma coming from there. So,
Yes.
Mike, what are you guys preparing? What's happening?
Don't worry, it's not for you. But yeah, our meat is going in now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Wow.
There's no sound.
Are you seeing this thing that I am seeing? Okay.
Yes, we can see it definitely.
Wonderful. So
I
that
like
will
the way
cook for
Mike
a while.
feels like he's in control. He's actually doing something. It's okay. It's okay. We'll still find wife for you.
Awesome. In any case, she is.
Tokwe Olowoniyo, and he is.
My name is Mazino Appeal. Stream the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and also on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Now send in your comments. We already started a conversation during the what's up and about in Lagos and the world about our banking experiences. So use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Share with us your good moments and not so good moments. And of course, we will be joined by the very beautiful and talented Linda Osifo this morning. She's going to be telling us all she's been up to pre-COVID, during COVID, and post-COVID. Not the devil.
I would like Osifo to beat me any day, anytime. It's okay.
Oh my days, there we go.
We've been struggling over the fact that she's in the studio. Yeah, I can hear in my ear right now. Alamide, our senior producer, is telling me how he's in that queue with me.
Oh my days.
Well, we were talking about something earlier, dating and courtship, about the difference. And I was very interested in MM's opinion about this whole thing because she said something that really struck my chord. I'm like, okay, now. Remember what you said?
Why does my opinion really matter?
Your opinion always matters, MM.
Well, I'm just saying that, you know, dating is dating. Courtship is courtship. You can't, you know, you can't mix both of them. They're both in their, you know,
My
separate
question to you
lanes.
is that during dating, what happens? Are you guys allowed to get entangled physically and do everything that, you know, people do?
During dating, yes.
No.
Good
Because
now. So
I
that's
believe
the
that
problem.
until you're married, you're single.
Yeah, but you know that there's dating, there's relationship, there's courtship.
Which
and
one
there's
is
marriage.
dating is relationship? Which one is
So
dating,
dating is not
relationship,
actually
courtship,
relationship.
marriage?
You should check it out after this. Dating is the process of getting to know. So that's why you could go on dates with people because you're talking.
Multiple dates.
Yes, multiple
She said this when we started,
But
that while you're
talking
dating, you can date 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're talking to these people. You're trying to
You're
get
sampling.
to know them. If something is just like objectifying, but you're talking to these people, you're trying to get to know
See why
these
that's
people.
the reason why I said it's semantics.
No, when you say courtship, when you say dating and courtship, that's far. If you say relationship and courtship is semantics, okay, because some people can still call their courting a relationship.
Because you know that
But
that
dating
point.
and courtship,
No,
nah.
calling your referring to your relationship as courtship. No, I don't think you should.
Yeah, because if you're
at
saying-
the point, courtship is at the point where you are already
Almost getting
seeing.
married.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
already, you and your partner are already seeing a marriage counselor. You're already going through those counseling.
So what makes something courtship?
lessons?
So you're engaged.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're engaged.
So courtship is what you do after engagement.
After
Yes.
engagement,
Wait,
exactly.
let me put this in a way that everybody would understand. While I am dating, am I allowed to see other people? Is
Yes,
that what
you
you're
are.
saying?
Yes,
I'm
you're allowed to see other people.
But when
for
I'm
dating.
When you're
courting,
in a relationship.
you've added another one. Wait, courtship, however, I am not allowed to see other people. Is that what
Courting,
you're saying?
uncle, your wedding is in the corner. We're
Okay,
saying
fine.
yes,
exactly.
So while we were dating, were we engaged physically?
No,
Were
you're
we
not
intimate?
Engaged. No.
You're not
intimate
intimate.
when you're in a relationship.
Intimate when you're in a
Yes, but
relationship.
in
But
Nigeria,
a lot of people date and are intimate
That's
during
why.
the dating.
That's why a guy would tell
phase.
you. Yeah, but that's why a guy would tell you or a girl would tell you that. But we're not in a relationship, and that's why we have situationships because nobody tells you.
Okay,
that
so I think situationships is another
Yeah, but
one
because
entirely.
when
Mike,
you
let's come on, be going a bit.
You see the reason why, simple thing why I said semantics to different people means different things. Find
Oh
out what works
my
for you and work with the
goodness.
person. Yes, because you start here, different people, it means different things.
Tell you
No,
what.
Mike, but you cannot tell a girl that you're dating and cutting.
This
snap,
will
the
not
girl will not take
end.
you seriously.
If you are cutting, she's like, and you break
Today.
up with her,
And you
she's
break up
allowed
with-
to curse you.
As in, and use
all the
Otumoko.
course because in Nigeria it works. Is that one that not work?
Help us. Get on our socials. Hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Tell us what you think. Is it the same thing, courtship or dating, relationship? We're confused.
Are you Team Chocolate or Team Mike?
Is you
Help
and
us
them
with the
member?
facts while
I
we
don't know
give
what
you
to
some
say.
fact finding. We'll be back.
Really?
Wow, that's a piece of information I never knew. Only 30% of people can actually flare their noses. I wonder if Mike could. We should take a census in here. I don't know. Welcome, second hour. Let's do the news. Now, former President Olusegun Obasanjo has cautioned the federal government to stop paying ransom to kidnappers and bandits, saying that this encourages criminals who engage in the dastardly act. The former president said this in Abeokuta while receiving members of the TIEF professionals group at the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library. He said, and this is a quote, "Some people are still reaching out and hoping that lives can still be saved, but a situation whereby anybody thinks paying the ransom is the way out, that person is folly. He is folly. This is because when you pay the ransom, you encourage it." He noted that the government must develop means to deal with kidnappers and bandits heavily in place of ransom payment. He also specifically noted that President Muhammadu Buhari's government and that of his predecessor, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, had paid ransom to kidnappers and bandits but denied it. The former president equally insisted that it requires a carrot and stick approach to fight insecurity challenges to a standstill. While some were breathing the air of freedom in Kaduna, others were being whisked away into captivity in Ogun State. 4 persons, believed to be travelers, were abducted by gunmen in Olubo village in Abeokuta North local government area of the state. Those kidnapped were said to be returning from Ilara Market in Imeko Afon area when the gunmen, armed with AK-47 rifles and machetes, abducted the driver and 3 women who were selected randomly among the passengers. Confirming the incident, the police public relations officer said efforts are on the way to release the captives. The kidnappers are said to, to contact the victims' family members for ransom. Now on to Enugu State, where the spiritual head of Adoration Ministry, Enugu Reverend Father Ejike Mbaka, has admonished his supporters to remain calm, that he is free and safe. Now, protesters converged on the residence of the Catholic Bishop of Enugu, Callistus Onaga, earlier yesterday when the fiery priest was reported to be missing, forcing the DSS and the police to deny having him in custody. Hours after Reverend Father Mbaka resurfaced and spoke to his supporters, he was not categorically, he did not say categorically on whether he was arrested or not, but said he was only invited by the bishop. Reverend Father Mbaka told his audience that he is being persecuted for speaking the truth to power. The priest has been in the news recently for demanding that President Buhari find an end to the growing insecurity in the country or resign. The presidency described him as a contractor crying because of rejection. And finally, over 1,000 women dressed in black outfits yesterday took to the streets of Uyo, Akwa Ibom states in a protest march demanding justice for the slain Inuebong Umoren, who was raped and killed by a fake job recruiter. The protesters were led by the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Ini Adiakpan, and other women in the State Executive Cabinet. Several women groups, including the Nigeria Association of Women Journalists, International Federation of Women Lawyers, and the Medical Women's Association of Nigeria, participated in the march through major roads in Uyo, the state capital. Speaking while receiving the protesting women at a road intersection close to the government house, Uyo, the wife of the state governor, Martha Emmanuel, said the society should put a stop to sexual violence against women. The Women Affairs Commissioner, Ms. Adiakpan, said they were marching in the streets of Uyo demanding justice for Ms. Umoren and other women who were victims of rape and gender-based violence. And that's it for the news. Let's join Mike now for sports.
Thank you for staying with us. Now it's Tech Thursday, and our branding expert is in the house, Ayo Dotuna Kimfenwa. You're welcome.
Thank you so
much.
much.
It's good to have you.
Thank
I love
you.
your dress, by the way.
Thank
the color
you.
is really something. And today we're talking making money online, legal money.
Yes, monetizing your knowledge.
Monetizing your knowledge online. Legal monetization.
Yes,
because
legal.
there are different things now, different ways, and of course, as a country, we've been in the news for forever.
Yes,
for
for
doing stuff the wrong way, cyber fraud and all of that. But now we're talking about monetization and legally. Where do we start from? Do we start from the easy ones, or is there any easy way to do it?
Well, I mean, the easiest or the first point of call would be to understand what you have to offer. So we're talking monetizing your knowledge.
Okay.
So what do you have to offer? Everybody knows something.
I like that.
At least if you've been in a field, in a space, you know something. I'm a branding and marketing person. I know that. And a lot of businesses need that. And so I teach my knowledge online via my online courses. Now, there are different ways to do that. So figure out what you have to offer, what you're experienced in, what you're knowledgeable about, and find people that have that need. They want to know it so they can achieve their own goals of course, teach them.
Okay, let's start with what you know. Now, you said branding and marketing. So that means that a lot of times you have to talk to people.
Oh, yes.
You have to do video content.
Yes.
How does one market video content? Let's start with that.
There are different ways. So the short answer, let's give short answers to these things, is to figure out the content to showcase what you have to offer.
Okay,
free content to help people, let them see what you have to offer, and then content for sale. So there's content for showcase and then content for sale. And of course, support it with a lot of marketing. You have to figure out the people that, you know what I always say about marketing is more than just come and buy, come and purchase. Figure out the people that have that need, create something that is for them, and then give it to them.
And then give it to them.
At the price that they can afford.
Now, that's the point now. So you have video channels like YouTube that have almost everything free.
Yes.
You understand? Almost everything you can check out.
Yes.
But then you are saying you want to market a video course.
Yes.
For instance, let's say a video course.
Yes, I do actually have one.
You have one. How are you marketing that video course? What softwares are you using? How do people pay for it? How is it possible that it is not pirated?
Oh, yes. I mean, that issue with piracy is a whole different thing, but there are different ways of doing this. My course, for instance, is hosted on a platform where I can send emails to my students when they sign up online. You can sign up online. Is that platform
yours, a website?
It's not mine. It's a locally created platform for people like us who create courses and content for sale.
For sale. What site is that? What platform is that?
It's called Train Quarters.
Train Quarters?
Yes, a locally created
So you
platform.
go there, you can upload your course.
Yes,
your
and it's
course
protected.
there,
yes.
And it's protected. So you probably send a link to somebody.
Yes. And a lot of it is automated. So you pay, it's connected to all the payment portals. You learn about the course on Instagram, maybe on my LinkedIn. You type, you pay via maybe Paystack or something, and then you get information, login information right away, and it's for you. And there's a lot of backend where we can trace, what's going on, but it's protected. You can't download it.
You can't download it. Wonderful. So that's for video course creation.
Yes.
Right. What other ways now? So like you said, your knowledge, your monetizing. What other ways?
Yes, there's so many ways. So you have things like ebooks, audiobooks.
Audiobooks.
And you have stuff like even podcasts are becoming paid these days. And you have live sessions where you actually host stuff maybe on Zoom, on Google, Microsoft.
So people could pay to you and they become part of the live sessions and all of that.
Yes, so there's so many platforms.
All right, now let's. Crypto is one thing now that is quite in vogue now. This is about content and all of that.
Yeah.
How about when it comes to money, forex, crypto, and all of that? A number of people jump into it secondarily, like they give some money to trade for them and all of that. But like you said, it's all about knowledge. What advice do you give to people when it comes to gaining the knowledge required to trade finances online?
Whatever. Well, work with people who are trusted voices. So learn from them. I mean, there's a lot of advice out there, and we all have to be very careful with how we give advice. But learn from, and take things gradually, slowly. Learn from trusted voices and take risks gradually. Calculated risks.
Calculated
That's
risks.
A simple advice
that you can give, and all of that. Okay, so we've spoken about video. Well, when you're putting on video, remember we've spoken about finances.
Yes.
What other ways can people make money online? Are there any other thing that comes to mind?
There are various ways. So aside from the monetizing your knowledge, a lot of people, in the obvious ways, a lot of people have used what they know. So for instance, I find a lot of videographers or photographers who are collaborating with other people. So they're not necessarily teaching, but they're collaborating with other people who want to create some kind of content for sale. So you find a lot of our skit makers, our comedy and our actors collaborating with a lot of people who are have technical knowledge to come together to create stuff for sale, like a complete piece of content for sale we can make money. So that's another example.
All right. So from what I get about this whole thing, the first thing is actually ensuring that you have knowledge about exactly what you want to do, and then find a way. Now, this is also also a very interesting part now. You have, you've gotten knowledge. You've put together the content. Now, there's something you mentioned, finding. How do you find the people that actually need that niche? How do you find people that actually need that knowledge or need that thing that you have to sell?
Well, I'll use myself as a personal example.
Okay.
So there will be different platforms. Some people's audiences are actually on the usual obvious channels like Instagram, on Twitter, on LinkedIn. You know, so when you put out stuff on those platforms, people will reach out to you and ask for things that a lot of times you don't have time to offer. For example, people ask, oh, can you teach me this? Can you teach me? But they cannot, I don't have the time to offer all several of them, or I don't even have, they can't even afford to pay for my service to keep me busy, you know, working for them individually. So those are things that help me to, you know.
So the reason I wanted to ask was when it comes to advertising, especially online, because yes, like you said, they're Instagram and Facebook, but they're not just there. You will not just go there and see them. You might have to create ads and all of that. And that's where a lot of people have had issues when they, how do you target ads? How do you really get these people and all of that?
Monetizing, somebody else is monetizing their knowledge on Facebook ads.
Exactly.
Yes, they need to learn that.
Okay, so yes, you can get the information, you can get...
Or you work with professionals. There are people who teach you how to monetize your knowledge. I know, you know a couple of people that teach you how to monetize your knowledge.
So yeah, I know some people who they teach you how to launch this, ads and all of that. Okay, but then let's come to where now one other issue is when it comes to fraud online. A lot of people have to be very careful. Maybe you get to a vendor and all of that. A vendor who says, I have this thing I want to sell. How can people protect themselves from a fraudulent vendor?
You want to do your research, yes. There are a lot of people who have built trust and credibility. We've seen their results over time. I mean, I have spent 5 years building credibility in my space. So you want to be careful to go to the people who are trusted, who have results, they've been at this, and you see a lot of social proof around what they do. So you want to be careful. Yes, there will be people who do that. We can't let that stop us from doing good things online, making money legitimately online. So you have to do, as a buyer, as someone who is looking for something, you want to take the trouble to do your research as a person.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Ayo. It was quite enlightening to you.
Thank
right,
you
that's
so
it. That's it on Tech Thursday this morning. Hope you're able to pick something from there. We'll definitely probably have this on YouTube so you can get back and take notes if you didn't listen to the whole discussion. We'll take this time out now, and we have our final guest when we get back.
This is so untrue. I've been blackmailed here in the studio because we have our final guest, and she is the most beautiful person you can ever want to have on any set, ever, ever, ever. I'm gushing right now. Inside of me, I'm actually doing this, but I'm just trying to compose myself. We have in the studio with us Linda Osifo. Now, she is an award-winning actress, model, and television host. She made her acting debut in the Nollywood scene in 2012, actually. Yeah. And she has come a very long way. It is fantastic. It is exciting to have you here.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, I beg now.
Yes, because I'm sure you don't want me here.
Come on, be going.
I'm not going.
Good morning to you.
Good to have you
Thank
here.
you. Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I followed your journey for a very long time.
Wow.
And I must say that as an entertainer, it's very impressive that you have stayed consistent and you've stayed scandal-free.
Thank you.
Considering how they throw it at
Baba
you.
God, I thank you.
Now, at home, my wife knows this, that I have a crush on you. I've always had a crush on you.
Is she in Nigeria?
She's in Nigeria.
We love you. We love you.
So she will excuse me for gushing and throwing all of my love at you this morning.
you.
First off, let me say that single-sided dimple and those teeth, fan.
Is it single? It's double, low. Guys, there's one here. It's double.
But I just love your acting. I love everything about you. I also know that you were also you are also a model.
Yes.
You've been in pageants. You were in one in I can't remember the year.
Miss Africa Canada, which is 2011.
2011.
They're actually both 2011. It was one after another. So let me tell you how it was. I had the first one, which was Miss Nigeria Entertainment, and I came second runner-up. And someone's like, this girl, you bad though. I have a beauty pageant. I think you should join in. It's bigger than this. It's with about 14 other contestants, and I was like, and other African countries. So I'm like, oh, okay. I was nervous, but it was the best thing. At that age, I was very young, and that's the kind of platform you need. Those are the kind of experience, and to sit in front of a crowd.
Yeah, judges.
And judges and audience. And
so with having that experience, it wasn't difficult for you to get into the entertainment scene in Nigeria when you got back, was it? In the movies and all of that, was it?
Oh, no. I've been in it all my life. If that doesn't sound cliche, but it's true.
So how was that for you? Because I know you were in Canada before you came to Nigeria. Now, how was it for you transitioning to the Nigerian entertainment industry?
Well, it's been almost 8 years coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 8 years.
Don't worry, no one would know.
And I think time is what helps.
Okay.
You know, time is what creates experience. It wasn't easy. At first, of course, I wanted to run back. Because what am I doing here?
I know.
Why am I killing myself here? And, you know, you just patience and consistency.
So is there a difference in the scene here in Nigeria from what it was you were used to back outside of Nigeria?
Yeah.
Does it involve more struggle here or less struggle?
How are you going to ask that question?
Because that's what people want to know.
Okay,
but does it?
Yeah.
It definitely does. Not just in my career, but just the lifestyle generally. Moving from a country with stability of electricity and coming here, it's tough. And of course, culture and so many things, so many things. And most importantly, you know, the things that we need a lot is that background experience when you're coming up. I came here and I didn't grow up in Lagos, so I didn't have anyone. So it was quite tough.
Did you were you scammed?
Scammed?
Lagos, you know
My God, they showed me Pepelo, but now I'm bad.
I especially love your character in Desperate Housewives. It was the one character that made me look at this woman and say,
Retamore.
I love her.
Retamore.
Other than I want to say other things, but I can't. I'll be sleeping on the couch if I did. But you also won an award for that character, didn't you?
I was nominated for it.
Yes,
That's the Eloy Award.
Eloy Awards.
Yes.
Now, it must be a world of experience working with all of these people in the Nigerian movie scene, and then also standing out. That is a challenge for most people. Getting in is a big issue, but then standing out from everybody else, that experience must be really crazy for you. But what's it like?
In 2015, I saw a statement that I wrote under my picture, and I said, be yourself. It will help you, and that is the most effortless thing you need. And that's what makes you stand out, when you are yourself. Because there's no one else who is like you. So that originality and that stand out essence that you want will be there. So that's what I've always tried to do.
Talking about being yourself, now we're in the age and time where social media kind of like helps your career as an entertainer, and the numbers. They cast you on the numbers. If we have you in a film, how much fans do you have? How many fans do you have? What's it going to do? Now, I mean, good thing you have the numbers already. But how does that make you feel, considering that probably, let's go back in time before the numbers came, and you're trying to get on projects, and you know that you're so good for the role, and then you don't get caught. How did you manage? How did you manage those experiences?
Like you said, it was never about the numbers in the beginning. It's still not about the numbers till now. In my early stage, I literally had to understand what I was doing. I had to know I was good, and that was all I needed to know. I just needed to know that not that you thought I was good, that I was good. Because if I don't think I am capable enough, then
there's nothing.
There's nothing, even when I know, okay, I thought I deserved that, or maybe I didn't deserve that. It doesn't matter the options or the outcome. All that mattered was what I felt. And it was the feeling that makes me keep going. Because that feeling gives you that assurance, like, okay, it's not you, because you're good. You're good.
Exactly.
You're okay.
You're not the problem.
You're not you. It could be time. It could be any other thing.
Let's talk about the projects that you have at hand or in the future that are coming up. Let's see. Let's talk about the movies. Tell us, what are we looking out for?
Well, there's a lot going on right now for me.
Fabulous.
Thank you. So, but the recent project right now for me would be Prevail.
Prevail. Tell us about that.
And it's coming out not in cinemas, it's coming out online.
Oh, okay.
So worldwide, you can watch it anywhere on Kingsview TV, so that people can go online on my Instagram or Facebook and see it. So Prevail is It's a very different kind of film that I'm used to. I played a thief.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Not your Agbero thief,
okay.
because you not go walk. Not yet. But I played a thief. I played a character that was very broken. Mentally, spiritually, and physically in all ways. She came from, well, she's an orphan, so she was molested at a very tender age.
Yep.
She's in a gang of criminals that only knows the worst things that you can think of.
Yep.
And at a stage in her life where she was exhausted, a situation happened that changed her life.
Hallelujah.
She found God.
Oh.
I just said that hallelujah.
She found God.
Would you say this is the most challenging role you've ever had to play? Because the way you talk about it, it seems like it should
To be honest, yes, because I've never played a, I would call it's not a spiritual film, but it goes.
Faith-based?
Yes, it's a faith. Perfect. That's the word. Oh. It's a faith-based film, and I am a strong faith believer.
Nice.
So the film made me cry.
But was it your project? Or
No,
did you
it
just
was.
start it
I'm the lead role in it.
Oh,
yes.
fabulous, fabulous. Oh,
Wow.
nice.
You've got a bit of tears in your
Yeah,
eyes.
I
even
do.
now.
I do. You see? It comes. You
That's
see?
not
I want to talk about Linda now. I want to move away from projects to Linda as a person. Now, how do you manage attention from the male folk, considering you're really successful in what you do?
Thank you.
And there's the impression of how men expect women to be at a certain level. Now, I mean, you see parents being like, oh, you need to get married, or they might not be, you need to get married, but you need to have something
You would
going
feel
on.
it.
Yes, you can feel them saying this when they're not
It's
saying
energy.
it. Exactly. And then now you're quite successful.
Yeah.
Now, how do you manage that in terms of relating with men? Because what do you want to provide for me? I'm providing for myself already. How do you manage that?
There's still a lot you can provide for me. I'm not providing for myself a lot, so please, I'm not.
No,
Is that the problem?
This question is headed somewhere.
That's the problem. They will think you're providing, that you got it all, but you don't.
But you got a house. I remember you.
I have a family house, yes.
Oh, okay. Because there was a lot of controversy on that on the internet. Like, so Linda's bought a house. Okay, so it's people here, it's family house. So you can buy her whole house.
You can provide for her.
They can buy her whole house for her. No, so are you in a relationship?
I have a relation, and there's ships that's leading.
We went
you know what? I'm
there.
not offended. I really don't want to know whether you have a relationship. I don't care.
I don't know how this affects him.
What's happened?
Just stay the way you are. I want to wake up to
Uncle is married.
This is a problem.
He's married.
My wife has given me permission, for God's sakes.
Oh, Lord.
Now, I want to wake up every day to a life-size picture of you right next to my bed. Because, I mean, and if they ever want to have a Nigerian Barbie doll created, I think we already have the person who should be the muse for it. Honestly, I'm not
I
just
won't
saying.
say anything,
Linda,
but I'll talk to you after.
No, I'll give you my number.
We'll talk with that
Exactly.
statement, yeah.
Still on this show, I want to ask. How now there's the thing about complexion, and now at least we're going to a place where the black skin, brown skin is being appreciated even in the international audience. Now, how did you manage that coming from Canada to Nigeria, and some people will cast and say, oh, this person, we have a certain color we're looking out for in this casting. How did you manage to strategically position yourself?
You see, with this topic that you mentioned, it's so controversial, and I absolutely love it. I've been through a roller coaster with it. When I first started, of course, living in Canada, it's the system can be quite different. I felt the racial effect, of course. I felt it so drastically because I wasn't just black. I was a darker complexion of that black. And I had a lot of stigma. I was discriminated as a young girl. I had tried to bleach at one time, meaning I tried to use a lighter cream and I said, hey, wallow, go walk. So, but I came to a stage, and that was when I got to Nigeria, because I started seeing more people like myself, more people who looked like me, more people who were just like me. And I started appreciating myself. In fact, I've been looking for ways to get darker. Yes, I want to
be that African woman.
Thank you so much. This is something very inspiring, and a lot of girls need to hear this. To be confident in their skin.
I know.
Guess what?
How hungry are you?
I never chop.
You never chop. Okay, fine, because I'm not the only person excited to be to be here with you, or that you're here. Mike in the kitchen can't wait to feed you.
Awesome.
So,
I can't wait.
Okay.
If you walk this way,
All right.
Yeah.
let's let you. You can join us, can't you? Please do.
I don't want to.
This is Mike. Be careful.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you. Go and sit down.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you very
Your
much.
smile is lovely.
Thank
After
you.
Mazina is done with you, I don't know what's left.
Wahala.
So have you met me?
Well, I'm meeting you now. Nice to meet you.
It's great to meet you.
Wonderful.
Lovely. I love your dress.
Thank you.
Mike, talk about the
Thank
food.
What you had to chop today?
I thought you had peach farm or something.
It shocked you.
It shocked me. All right, so yeah, chef. Our chef here put up this wonderful, wonderful dish here. Can you tell us what this is? It's not like.
That's the ayamashi,
Okay.
aka ofada sauce.
Sauce.
Okay. So just tell us, just very fast, how did it come together?
Yeah, we have the iru, that's the locust beans.
Yeah.
The orishi, the assorted meat.
Okay. All that same.
Yeah. The komo
Okay.
and egg. Then the hot white rice.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
What
Plenty
kind of
of.
rice is that?
White rice.
Okay.
White
Is it okay, I
rice.
thought it was basmati. Right. Okay.
But it's looking like it.
It does,
It
that's
just
fine.
it can be basmati in your mouth.
May I?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
Yes, you may. Yes, you may.
There's a lot of pepper because I like pepper.
You like pepper?
Oh.
Wow, that's you are really. You should have been. I mean, this is the place for you. You like it?
Please, can I have my takeaway pack?
No.
Did they hear
Now
me?
you're pushed now.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be doing that.
Please, can I have a takeaway pack? Thank you. Amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
We'll definitely get you that takeaway pack.
Thank you.
It was great having you on the show
Thank
today.
you. Thank
Forget
you,
that
guys.
guy's name. Do you remember his name? Don't look back. Mine is easier to remember.
Which
Mike.
is? Mike.
Easier to remember. Mike Mexican.
This ofada is amazing.
Thank you very
Focus,
much.
focus.
Let me focus on my...
All right, that's it on the show today. Thank you for being a part of this show. You don't need to say goodbye to Mazino and Amen.
We do hope that this ends happily for you, Mike, and maybe you get into a relationship. Amen to that.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you all for watching. Thank you
Hold on.
to all our guests.
All of them
Linda
here,
Osifo.
they're going to be fine after this show. I'm going to deal with all of them. We'll see you
We have to
tomorrow.
go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.